Hello everyone, my name is Dutch Doomsday, and welcome back to Hearts Medicine 2. Welcome to the emergency room. In here you can already see there's an ambulance. Maybe that will have something to do with gameplay. A little brancard over here. Some chairs, some nitrogen gas. Ooh, is something gonna explode? Perhaps, we'll see. We can see that there's another cutscene at the end of this entire room, which you won't be seeing in this episode, but for now, let's get started. The ER, first room. Incoming, treat the patients on stretchers within 6 seconds. So there's a stretcher mechanic. Ah, the start of a new room. No drama. Allison, right? I'm Sophia. I run the ER. Fun fact, I am mainly responsible for you getting involved with Sophia and the new character Joe. Wow, this place is pretty impressive. Yep, but you look like you can handle it. I'll explain how at the end of this room, because it's important. Okay, yeah, that noise wasn't there when I was working on this game. That was a bit of a surprise. Well, that's us. You're in for a fun day. And I can't wait. I have no spending money because I fully upgraded the pharmacy. And patients on stretchers take all kinds of time to prepare. So they come in on the stretchers and they need to be placed on a bed before you can treat them. Which makes sense. You can always hear them coming in on the stretchers by a little alarm going off. First minigame. Broken shards out of somebody's skin. If you're slightly squeamish, this is not the room for you. This is one of the rooms where we worried the most about whether we can do it or not, because there might be some semblance of blood on the screen. You know, the little edge around where you take out the glass. Like, we're used to some... Hi Oliver. We're used to some pretty grimy stuff here on video games, but when you make a video game, you have to worry about what rating you're gonna get. And if you're going for that rating, I'm not even sure what it's called, without any blood, without just the E rating, everybody can play it, then you really need to fix on what you do with glass shards in somebody's kneecap. Ow. Fun fact, I placed those there, because I made all the variations for all the minigames. Yeah. I'm smart like that. I like that they come in on stretchers but still walk out at the checkout. That was one of the main points of contention. Oh, actually, I was also invested in the actual design of this room. The ward and the pharmacy were already mainly created and concepted out the moment I joined the team. From the ER onwards, I have a good influence on the design of all the rooms. This little divider in the middle, 2 stations, the amounts of stations, where the stations are going to be, what the stations do, what treatments are meant to be on those stations, and the variations upon those treatments. So, how many gesture treatments, how many item treatments, how many regular treatments, and how many minigames. Well, minigames are set to 3 minigames per room, in case you haven't noticed yet. But yeah, that was all part of my day-to-day business. Balancing the game and making sure it's completely fun and playable, that was mainly the second half of what I did on this game. First, everything needed to be concepted and worked out. Oh right, it's first level of another room, so it's done fairly quickly. We'll probably get an extra level in this episode. We got the guinea pig, we got the challenge. Now we get more narrative. Another good day for the books. I don't get that. You got a bit winded, didn't you? Yeah, sorry. There was a lot going on. Not really. It was easy as hell. Don't apologize. You did amazing. I don't know. Believe me, you didn't puke, you were in control, you helped several patients, and you didn't kill anyone. And you're still alive. That's a great job in my books. That's what she meant with a good day for the books. Now let's help somebody. Ooh. Look, this is Joe. Joe is kind of important. This is Sophia. Now look at this hand they're holding. Spoilers. Start caring about these people, it's great. Let's help Emily in her canteen again. Today we have more chips. We have what we in Dutch call een tompoes. I'm not sure what it's called in English. Maybe a custard cake, this thing. We have an apple pie. We have a different type of soup. And still the same type of sandwiches. But we also serve tea now. And the patients come in and they're slightly more difficult than the last time they were here. As usual, I balanced it all. Here we have Connor. I already know Connor, because Connor wants coffee. Connor always wants coffee. There's Jenny. Jenny always wants junk food. She wants something with chips. Oh, different types of chips. My bad. I will hold on to these chips until somebody wants them. Oh, this angry lady wants some tea. Tea can make my day better. And then she decides to have a sit down. Allison wants something sweet. So I can just stay here and get a Tompoos. Yeah. For Allison. I think it's custard cake. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know. See if we can get this in time. Everybody wants the blue chips. Nobody really wants the red ones. Or maybe I accidentally picked one up and gave it to another customer. Well, a whole apple pie for sir. And some sweets for the lady. Allison wants also some sweets at the checkout here. Fun little difference about this room and every other room in the hospital. In every other room, the stations, I should say this differently. In every other room, the treatments that patients can get are tied to which station they're at. Meaning that everybody, for example in the pharmacy, everybody in the chairs could request a blood donation or the eye drops. And nothing else. While in this room, oh, wrong items. While in this room, everybody can request anything at any location. You don't need to be in the chairs in order to get a cup of coffee. You don't need to be at the checkout in order to get a cup of coffee. You can be both. The only difference is that the ones in the chairs get an animation for eating. Even if they only order an iced tea. Now, we already passed the challenge, we already got the first star. I still don't know why they made this a 3-star mission, but that's what it is in regular Delicious Emily. It's the same type of gameplay as in Hearts Medicine, so they thought they'd advertise their own game the best by making it the same way as the game was. And still is. New Delicious games are still coming out, people. It's casual gaming, it's cheap to make, it's fun, it's fast, and one iteration of creating these games roughly takes about half a year. And Blue Giraffe, the hard workers that they are, they make 2 games every year. No guarantees, but that's what they do. Oh, Connor, you're in such a rush that I didn't get you an extra heart for your coffee. There goes my perfect score. Here's a good example of good communication within a game. Because I told the Blue Giraffe animators, Raymond and Kita, that I was gonna give Connor only coffee to drink every time he came into the restaurant. His animation is not eating with a spoon, it's actually drinking a cup of coffee. Rewind and notice. Or, you know what, keep watching. And welcome back. And they say video editing is hard. I'm gonna do one more level since they are short. Quick and clean. Spend under a total of 20 seconds disinfecting. Now, if you're rushing through the game like I am, you don't notice that beautiful animations. This is Joe. Hey, I would give you a hand, but then my fair lady would fall to the floor. My name's Joe, and I drive one of the ambulances here. I also managed to somehow get this amazing woman over here to fall madly in love with me. I'm just dating you for your car. Oh, is that right? Well, it does have a siren, and it is pretty impressive, so whatever. There's Jenny to gawk at the couple. Speaking of my car, I need to get going. You ready, Jenny? Totally. I don't like Jenny's character still. Love you, and see you after my shift. Heard her. Okay, that animation wasn't me. That's all Raymond, Ankita, and Sebastian, and I don't know who that was. That man, he's just so perfect. Life's so much better if you have someone to share it with. Okay, yeah, I'm getting a little maniacal cackle in here. I'm just gonna have to buy some chairs to get rid of that. So disinfecting is one of the gesture treatments, as I was saying. And the faster you do that, the easier this challenge will become. Now, if you've seen me do it in a previous level, I'm stocking up on 2 of these items. Why? Because we have 3 different pickup items at the moment. This is disinfecting. Here you go. We only have 3 different pickup items, meaning I could have all of them in my inventory before I help the patients. I see you, Oliver. I'll click on you right now. I'll restock some of the cotton balls, shall we? The only difference is that the patients request a different amount of cotton balls. That's why I'm not grabbing the cotton balls ahead of time. But I'm always stocking up on these two. Why? Because there's a divider in the middle of the level. I have a reason to do so now. If you hate the divider, you hate level design. Just kidding. You feel free to hate the divider at any point. I really like it over there because it messes up with people's tempo in this level. It's great. But if you just grab the scalpel and well, what is it? The clamp over there before you get anywhere. Why do you need a scalpel? And did you come walking in? I don't know. But then you should be just fine. Notice also that every patient in here is from an emergency situation. So they weren't dressed in a hospital gown or everything before they came in. They are ready to be treated. They were doing just their day-to-day activities before they came in. And then got several shards of glass in their shoulder. Ugh. So all of these patients are wearing their streetwear once again, just like in the pharmacy. I want more patients in hospital gowns though, those were nice patients. And it would switch up the variation a little more. Just for that sake I would have placed the ER somewhere else in the storyline. But then the storyline wouldn't make sense anymore, really. You'll see why. Soon. Very soon. So very soon. Here, have some tweezers too. Are they tweezers? No, I think they're clamps. I think they're clamps. Look at these beautiful triplets at the checkout. They are just so happy they've been treated by me. I'm the best intern ever. And then there's the guy that just is proud of his triplet daughters. Yeah. You go over there. You go over there. Tweezers, helping. Treatment chains. Always fun. It's a small bonus you get in the game, but every bonus counts if you're shooting for the maximum score. Right now we only have 1 heart. Let's change that, shall we? And complete the level with 3 hearts. Now, this is not a hard challenge to get. Spend under a total of 20 seconds disinfecting. It gets harder if you play them easier, because then we're expecting you to take longer with the treatments. New minigame, stitch up minigame. How do you do a stitch up of open wounds without adding any blood? You will see in the next episode. But first, drama. It's Daniel again, and Sophia is awesome. She's in total control, and nothing gets her down. She actually likes me. Me! Why wouldn't she? And I've been doing really great, no mistakes. And the work is real medical work. I'm suturing wounds, removing glass, and you're not suturing wounds just yet, Alice, and that's the next level. Get your shit together. I'm sorry, I keep rambling about how awesome everything is, and I didn't even ask how you're doing. Surprisingly well, actually. I mean, I've been able to stay away from amphetamine so far. And even the renovation has been going better than ever. On top of that, I get to spend some time with you. Aww. Couldn't have gotten through this without you, Allison. Oh my, look at the blush. And the emergency beeper. And she has to get back to the ER. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh my god, that Daniel, isn't he handsome? Hashtag Team Daniel. But for now, I'm Dutch Doomsday, and I want to see you in the next episode. Peace out.